the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said about 16 people were arrested for impeding federal officers from the investigation. And she said there's going to be more to come. And she wrote this. She said this. I am confident that these simple steps will help bring back law and order in Minnesota and improve the lives of Americans, Bonnie wrote in her letter to Tim Walz Saturday, which accused state officials of anti-law enforcement rhetoric and putting federal agents in danger. I mean, they had a whole platoon out there, with systematic doxing of the agents, right? I watched a lot of videos. It, they had like a whole almost like an operation, you know what I mean, like a missions operation just to get the federal agents, you know, to to not be able to do their job effectively, right? And quote unquote, cause danger to themselves and the agent, right? Because these protests aren't just the cries of the people, and it's definitely not peaceful, right? This is just from observing, from everything that I watched. You know what I mean? From all lenses, from legacy media to all these, these other videos that's floating around and stuff, right? So, okay, she goes on and says, Bondi also pushed the governor to let the federal government access the state's voter roll and public assistance data, saying it needs to confirm that Minnesota voters registration practices comply with federal law. And then this is what the Secretary of State of Minnesota, Steve Simon, responded with. The answer to Attorney General Bondi's request is no. What they gotta hide? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a whole lot to hide over there. They got voters fraud. They got uh, um, taxpayer money fraud. Um, yeah, they got illegal immigration. They got ICE protests. They got a lot going on over there. But yeah, what they gotta hide? You know what I mean? But what I really want to know is personally, um, because for a minute there, the Democratic Party really, really was like urging the redaction of like the Epstein files. Like, they came hard, right? And then all this stuff came out, and then they're just sitting on it now. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Nothing. You guys don't have anything against Trump, right? Like, it's so weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everything else came out. You know what I mean? Like, apparently there's not enough information yet. Like, are these people even working on it? They're so busy worried about everything else. Like, literally, like, you guys go from one thing to the next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, stick to one thing and make it become something. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, you guys are just smoke and mirrors. That's all it is, smoke and mirrors, right? And then you trying to cover up whatever thing else that's gonna come up next. You know what I mean? They're moving to California now, right? Christy Gnomes is moving to California. She, it seems like wherever she goes, she opens up Pandora's box, bro. Like straight up. You know what I mean? Have a good day. Peace.